Karen is in the thick of her postpartum grieving journey. Sabrina has been convinced to go into a hoe phase, and Andi is going to have to fight tooth and nail to bring this malpractice lawsuit against Dr. Cruz. What's good, y'all? She Sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sistas video. And in this one, I'm breaking down Season 9, Episode number 6. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' content and conversations. And this episode wasn't a bad episode. It felt just a little bit ill-matched. I love Andi scenes and Karen scenes. But the whole Sabrina's going into her whole phase journey. Maurice got to dress her, bring Paige in. They all going to the club. It just didn't fit the tone of like how heavy the episode is on Karen's end. And then Andi is like somewhere in the middle between Karen and like Sabrina, right? Because she's having to explain to Bradley that she wants to bring a malpractice lawsuit against Cruz, but then finds out that he is friends with Cruz, and he can't possibly fathom that Dr. Cruz is a raging racist, killing all types of black and brown women and their babies in the damn hospital behind his bigotry. Again, heavy things, and I'm not saying that the episode can't have no type of comedic relief, but I guess I'm also still just struggling with the whole Sabrina going into a whole phase storyline anyway, because it's not something that she wants. Even in this episode, as we watch it play out, Maurice has to convince her and is teaching her how to move through her rotation and what to do and what not to do. Paige comes in, and I think that Paige and Maurice are brilliant. The comedic relief is brilliant, but I cannot get invested in this particular storyline for her because it feels like more of just the Sabrina character just wading in the water, like just floating here and there, and she's constantly being dictated to of what she should do with her life and how she should move and how she should dress and what she should think and what she should accept. And I'm just like, girl, when are you going to start making active choices in your own damn life, Miss Girl? The only thing that we have actually seen her do for herself that was 100% what she wanted to do and came of her own volition was her deciding to freeze her damn eggs. And now they have abandoned that particular storyline. And I get that she might not want to do nothing with it now, but you go off of that strong thing, have this woman pushing 40, and then now she's back to a place of somebody else dictating what the hell she's going to do. And then also the setup of it like, oh, because Rich is a hoe, I'm going to go out here and be a hoe. Why are we stooping to the level of the trash that you should have never dated to begin with? And I'm really battling, y'all. I'm really battling because I'm trying to be as objective as possible. There are seasons where we decided we're going to do some things because we motivated by somebody who did us wrong, or we motivated by somebody that we feel like fumbled us. I get it, but I swear I feel like that stuff happens more so in your 20s than in your late damn 30s. So for Sabrina to be a woman who has a job, who has a stable home, who has a stable sense of self, or not necessarily a stable sense of self, but like style, a core friendship group, like it's not tracking that she doesn't actually have no real idea of the direction that she wants to take her life personally. And that is like just giving me great pause. And her just going along with, oh, I want to go get under a bunch of dicks does not actually track for me. Because girl, you are not motivated by sex. You have never really been motivated by sex. So what is having a bunch of sex with a bunch of random ass people supposed to do for you? It might work for Maurice, even though what the hell happened to Grayson? Because Maurice is motivated by sex. Hell, in this episode, we learned that Paige is even a little bit motivated by sex. It would work for Danni because Danni is motivated by sex. Hell, it would even work for Andi because Andi is way more motivated by sex than Sabrina is. But having Sabrina literally go into this whole phase and having to be schooled on what to do and what not to do, it's just like, child, if you want to get back out there, fine, but it's nothing wrong with you wanting to get back out there and find someone who is equally matched with you. I would much rather them put her on a journey of like going immediately back out into the dating world, but being more intentional about how she's dating, being more specific, allowing for her standards to rise at the very beginning versus having to introduce them later because this nigga done treated you wrong. Like, I need her to take everything that she has learned, if she's learned anything from the situation with Rich, and apply it to the next so that he can jump through the hoops that need to, so that she's not wound up getting hurt watching him slide up into some random ass old hoe from his childhood at a random ass juice shack later on. Like, that to me seems like the natural progression for the Sabrina story, but they're not giving us that. They're giving us this random ass detour for her to go and slide up under a bunch of dusty ass niggas, and there's a bunch of piss and shit in the dating pool, so we're gonna watch her wade through the piss and shit. It's just, I'm already over it. And that to me, coupled with, I also forgot about Zach having a very real moment in the gym and struggling with his grief around losing his baby, as well as the traumatic experience with Hudson and Gary and Jasmine. All of the, and then all of the other things, the custody hearing that's looming, for Michael. All of that for Zach, for Karen, for Andi is so real, it's so authentic, it's so grounding. And then you have Sabrina over here trying to throw herself into a personality that will never fit, chasing another damn waterfall and or pipe dream. Like, I just would love for them to give the Sabrina character something of substance to pursue, which is why I was so excited when she decided to freeze her eggs, because I thought that was something that would just really ground the character and would launch us off into this, like, her becoming and her not just floating, and like give Novi as the actor something really great to do. And now it's like, okay, that happened, and now we're going back to this frivolous ass whatever. And it's just like, who do Sabrina want to be? You done gave all this time to Rich. You done poured all this into this relationship. He betrayed you. He basically cheated on you. He hurt you deeply. How do you feel about that? You're angry. Okay, but behind the anger, because anger is always like the secondary not the secondary emotion. It's like a big masking emotion. What are the other things? You hurt. You feel dejected. Does she feel unworthy? Does she feel like it's never going to happen for her? Does she feel like I feel like quitting on the idea of marriage and 2.5 kids or whatever? Like, give us something when it comes to the Sabrina character, and they keep giving us nothing, and it pisses me off so bad. But anyway, I'm going to go back to things of more substance. Well, also, Danni is checking on Karen in this episode. Cool. I just kind of leave the Danni character where she at, because she also has frivolous ass storylines. Meanwhile, there's so much to uncover. The trauma in Danni's past alone, the amount of shadow work that they could be doing, could carry them for 20 seasons with this damn character. But alas, y'all gonna leave her at the damn airport. She gonna call to check on Karen because now she give a damn, because Karen had gone through some things, and I guess she gonna try to be a good friend. Okay. And then she's also following up, and she wants her money from the damn settlement. I hope they rescind it. I hope that Leonard has recorded you trying to threaten, not even trying, threatening to beat his ass at work. I hope that they saw you and Tony kiss on his day, his last day when he decided to quit. And I hope that they rescind the damn offer. I hope that you don't see a stitch of that $75,000, Daniella King. But again, I'm going to go focus on things that actually matter from this episode. Okay. I felt like it was a little fumbly at first, but once they got into the conversation, it's like, okay, cool. Zach with this older man at the gym. Tyler, well, he not writing it, but apparently the writers are still mimicking Tyler. And it got a bit redundant in his dialogue before they actually got into the conversation. But I like Zach having somebody outside of who we all know, especially someone older, to be able to go to and talk about his feelings. An older black man at that, who has experienced a loss of a child that he had 3 years with prior to the child leaving this earth. I think that this could be really, really great for Zach, and seemingly it does something for him, because by the end of the episode, he ends up at Karen's house. This needs to happen. I know a lot of y'all are mad about it. A lot of y'all are in my comment section saying the most heinous, disgusting, disturbing things possible. And I get that y'all hate Karen, but it's never that damn serious. It's never that damn deep. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to address it, so I haven't said anything thus far. So let me go ahead and finish with my breakdown of this episode, and maybe towards the end of this, I'll circle back and talk about how disgusting some of y'all are. I'm looking forward to that. That was the best cliffhanger that I could possibly see. I have been thinking for a while that Karen and Zach need to see each other. They need to be able to commiserate within their grief. They need to do certain things. And I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that for a whole other video, because I'm going to talk about specifically why they need to see each other and what needs to happen when they actually see each other. Cool. I'm not mad at what they gave Karen in this episode. From the trailer, it looked like they was having her do a bunch of random things for random sake. I never knew that Karen couldn't cook. So maybe I gotta go back and watch. But if that's what y'all want to do, cool. The weird thing that she starts to do that throws up red flags for Aaron is that she is trying to cook. He brushes off Pam because Pam calls first, and then he divulges all of this to Danni, and they're going to be coming. Danny's going to get Andi, and they're going to be coming later, so we're going to see that in the next episode. But there is a good amount of time that they give the characters to be able to just like navigate this space, navigate the tension, navigate the discomfort, the anxiety. Karen is very much so in a daze, and it's just, Ebony is so brilliant, and she's so dropped in, and I feel it. Like, I feel every single thing that Karen is seemingly going through during this particular moment. And as I said, I think in our last Our Sisters Keeper, it is a thing where it's really moment to moment, and you can see her going in and out of thoughts, in and out of feelings. And I love what they did with what they did with Aaron in this episode, because they gave him back his autonomy to just support her and to just be there and to want to be of help. He wasn't pushing in this episode. He was really just trying to keep her calm. He was trying to let her know that she is safe and that she doesn't actually have to give anything, but if she's open to it, allow for him to pour into her, allow for him to support her, allow for him to feed her. And it created for moments of real tenderness and care, and I'm like, okay, Karen is going to be all right. Like, this is a very hard thing to process and something to get through, but from what I've seen in this episode, she is going to come through this, and this is what the process of like healing through such devastating loss and such horrifying grief actually looks like. This season of Sistas has been a little bit tough for me specifically, because I have experienced a ton of grief this year. The very beginning, the first day of this year, I lost my grandfather. A month after that, I lost a first cousin. And I just found out, my family just found out last month that my cousin's life was lost due to medical malpractice. And it's something that doesn't make it better. Not to say that it's supposed to, but I remember getting a call about it, and it's just like, it's almost like it makes it worse. It makes it worse to know that somebody didn't do something correctly and somebody gave something that was not supposed to be administered, and now a life is gone because of it. So when we get to the Andi storyline, I'm listening, but I'm also, I can feel myself like kind of guarding myself, because to listen to Bradley push back vehemently about how this can't possibly be Cruz. He has never heard him say any racist things. You are an old white man. Why in the hell would you hear him say racist things? You are not even tuned into what would be racist, because your ears hear differently. You are predisposed and have a certain level of privilege in America because you are a white man. This country was built for you on the backs of black people. Like, please. But to watch Andi need to defend the pursuit, he's talking about, oh, you need to get evidence because I'm just hearing hearsay. There's witness statement after witness statement after witness statement. She just lost a colleague or a former student, a mutual student, a peer of hers from law school, just lost their life because Dr. Cruz refused to perform a D&C as she was miscarrying, and she bled out in the process. And this white man is standing across from Andi with all his righteous indignation, defending this man, not even creating space for further discussion or the possibility. And it hits home, because I know like what my family is going to be up against in like pursuing justice. But at the end of the day, like, it's not really justice because we can't bring her back. Saying the autopsy saying this and showing that this and this happened, and like, oh, it's your fault because you signed off on it, doesn't actually bring this person back. Them cutting a check doesn't actually bring this person back. So to even see how hard this is going to be from Andi on an internal level within a law firm. All the while, that's not going to bring Karen's child back. That's not going to take away any of the pain. That's not going to take away the experience of her coming very close to losing her damn life. And you mean to tell me you're going to stand across from me and try to make it 10 times harder for me to just bring what I know to be true to light? I just can't. And I've been, not even been, like, in watching this episode and specifically watching the Andi part of the storyline, I'm like trying to figure out and negotiate how much of it I'm going to not necessarily allow myself to consume because I'm watching the whole episode, but how much I'm going to allow myself to get engaged with, because it's really going to piss me off. It's really going to piss me off. And more than just the storyline, I love what they're doing with Andi and having her pursue this and having her stand up for it. But then the circle around it within the law firm, them making it also so unserious when this very serious thing is happening, that part is going to it's going to send me to the roof in reference to festivity, because Andi is focused on this malpractice lawsuit. Cool. Her law secretary / paralegal is meeting with multiple clients that she don't know about, taking multiple meetings, and then y'all have Hayden come and beg her to be able to sit in on the meeting when his ass is actually an attorney at law and she's a damn paralegal. He was up for managing partner competing with the girl's boss, and now he gotta come hat in hand and beg her to sit in on a meeting for some potential clients. Y'all gonna have to tighten up. We either gonna get to telling some real law stories, we gonna get to the nitty gritty when it comes to this law firm and actually make it seem like they're litigating around this motherfucker, or y'all not. Because to have Andi doing this very real work that mirrors real life, I just gave y'all an example of real life, and then to juxtapose it just so that y'all can prop up Fatima some more of how Fatima's so great as a goddamn paralegal / legal secretary, getting calls from the goddamn front desk talking about your client is here and this basketball player this. Please. And I guess that just feeds into my feedback about the episode, period. It's so choppy. None of it flows. And again, I hate to have the conversation about girlfriends, but when you pick up one of those episodes, it flowed. Whether you was at Joan's office and her dealing with her clients, or you had to go to Tony and 1 minute she up as a real estate agent, next minute she down. Hell, even it flowed even with Linzo never working ass. Why is there no real continuity? Why is there no flow? Why does it feel so damn choppy? I don't know where this damn review went, but those are my thoughts on it. I'm most looking forward to, like I said, the conversation between Zach and Karen next. I'm very also interested in how Aaron is going to react, because I do think that Karen is going to be more open. But again, I want to have a video diving into what I anticipate to come with that. I want them to bring all the girls to a certain level and then have them launch off into very distinct journeys of who they're going to become, what women they want to be, what do they want to do with their lives, and not just put a bunch of things on screen to have these women doing things. But that's just me. It's your good sis you love to talk TV with. Hopefully you join me for our Sisters Keeper, the live Tyler Perry Sisters after show that I host with myself and Allie Nick as we unpack the episodes after each new episode. And if you haven't caught it live, you can catch it on replay. I will link the playlist. See you in the next one.